Select Mario. Holding A. Letting go of A. Holding A again. Speed up. This is Sean McGuire.
This is Juan Marino.
And welcome to Big Game Freaks Episode 4.
And we have a nice show for you. A lot of nice things, new things. Especially now that we have our YouTube channels. We have made a lot of videos on and are uploaded on YouTube.
Before we start the show, let us tell you our updates. First, we've made a website, biggamefreaks@gmail.com.
That's an email, not a website.
Well, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, we have our own email, so subscribe to our email. Send us an email that you want to be subscribed to our news,
our mailing list,
and to our mailing list, and we'll send you our news whenever the new show is up. You'll be the first to know, and we also send you the links for our videos on YouTube.
We now have YouTube uploads, even our radio show. If you do not want to upload our channels.
Yeah, if you don't want to download the radio shows, you can listen to them on YouTube on streaming. So
we've given you two benefits. You can listen to us at your computer with YouTube, or listen to us on the go with the downloads with iPod.
Yeah, definitely, and you can do both. Subscribe to us in the email list, and that's what's been new with us recently.
We've been doing more updates. We've made videos of us gaming together.
Yeah, that's great. We have been playing together Atari games.
We've played a few Atari games. We've played Surround on the videos. We've played Streets of Rage.
We also played some Sega Genesis and PS2.
We played Maximo. We played Sonic the Hedgehog, which Juan just experienced his first time ever playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
It was my first time playing Sonic ever.
And you can get the videos of his first reaction.
Yeah, it was good. It was a nice experience since I was more of a Nintendo boy. Yeah, and I never had a Sega or a friend that had a Sega back in my childhood, so it was a nice experience.
Oh, of course. Now, I think all these videos, were they for a first experience for you? I think so.
Yeah, I really wasn't too much of a YouTuber before, so...
No, I mean first experience with the games on these videos.
Oh, yes.
Your first time playing Surround?
Well, I don't know if Surround was my first time.
Oh, perhaps.
But I probably played it as a kid, but... Yeah, as I remember, it was my first time in competing with someone and played Surround.
Of course.
Yeah, and it was very fun, very competitive.
Oh, yeah. Well... For this episode, we're going to focus on the most cutting edge of gaming and cutting edge in gaming deals. We're going to focus on Black Friday deals, as well as the future of gaming.
Yeah, we have some Black Friday deals here.
Yes.
We're going to talk about them later. But first, we want to... Or do we get to the Black Friday deals now?
Well, let's talk about it now, because next week we have to go shopping.
Okay.
I've actually participated, too. Next week, I want to buy... Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Oh, I want that too.
There's no deal for it, but that's what's going to be released next week.
Unluckily, it has
pre-registered.
No deal. Too bad, it doesn't have a deal, but it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be worth the dollars.
I've also pre-ordered the 25th anniversary of Mario with Mario All-Stars, which provide the game, a little timeline, and a soundtrack, which we could add more to the show, perhaps.
That's good, actually. And so, which store do we start with?
Well, let's start with GameStop if we have that, or Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, we have Toys R Us in here. I don't have a GameStop, I think.
You don't have a GameStop? Because some of them are for GameStop.
Actually, GameStop is everywhere, but I don't know if I have on the list.
Well, let's start with Toys R Us then.
Yes, Toys R Us has some deals for it. Buy one, get one for $5. I mean...
And what is $5?
$5 is the second game you buy among these games, and among them is
a certain list. Nice.
Yeah, you buy one at the normal price, and the second one you get it for $5.
Are these used?
Not really. No,
these are new.
New. Among those games, it's GoldenEye 007, the remake for the Wii, which looks pretty nice actually. Fable 3, Halo Reach, Madden NFL 11.
I looked at Fable 3 commercials. I thought it was Civilization. That was a horrible commercial.
Really?
Did you see it?
No.
Some 18th century soldier pulling down a statue. Lots of the different age people. That was That was a horrible ad for it. It was. I thought, hey, this is Civilization. Fable 3. What?
And also other games aside from those are Medal of Honor, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, and others unlisted. And also you can get Infamous for the PS3 for $15. That's a pretty nice game.
And that was a beautiful game.
Especially if you like the whole thing to get a lot of side quests, like
if you want a mission-based game similar to Grand Theft Auto,
yeah, something
in an
like that.
adventure-like storyline.
Yeah, and you have powers in here.
And it's also comic book based.
Yeah,
with comic-like heroes and villains.
And it's only $15. It's
$15.
Actually a good deal. And also the first Uncharted game, it's also $15. Yeah.
But why not the second game?
They have it on $20, I guess. And,
there you go. 2009 Game of the Year for $20.
Yeah, that's Game of the Year.
If you're not sure if that's a good game or not, well, America rated it as the Game of the Year, so you are guaranteed at least a good game.
I personally will say if you plan to buy both, play the first one first, because the second one has a lot of improvements. So,
but you get two for the price of one, so I recommend both for $35.
Well, if you can get
that's the price of barely even one PS3 game.
Yeah, that's nice. So if you want to get them both, play the first one first, because the first one is the second one is actually way better, and it has a lot of improvements.
I played a bit of Among Thieves, and it was very nice.
It was nice. But yes, I would say
it was challenging. I was thinking, what are the controls? You're moving around, it's so smooth. I was afraid of the scenery around me, and I felt like I was in there.
So what else do we have? Walmart also. And we have a red Mario Bros. Wii. That is a new Wii that it's color red. It's
the red Wii in dedication to the 25th anniversary of Mario.
Yeah, and it comes
since Super Mario Brothers, because 1981 was the introduction to Jumpman Mario and Donkey Kong, but 1985 was the release of Super Mario Brothers. So 25 years in counting to that.
Yeah, and that will be with the Japanese release, right?
American release too, because for America it was September of 85.
Okay.
But then December of 85 to resell Mario, and then we were successful.
Okay, well, that red Wii comes with 2 Wiimotes, 2 nunchucks, and Wii Sports, and the new Super Mario Bros. Wii, which is inspired by the 2D platformers. No. And all that is for $250. So if
$250 with new Super Mario Brothers, right?
New Super Mario Brothers and two Wiimotes with 2 nunchucks.
What about the Wii Motion?
This Walmart deal doesn't have that.
Oh, that's
but there are other deals that have the
because many games coming up will use Wii Motion, like Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Yeah, but there's another stores that we're gonna cover a little bit later. They have that, but this one only have 2 Wiimotes for multiplayer.
Well, it's still a good price, because for me I only got 1 nunchuck.
Yeah, and when I bought my Wii, I only got like 1 Wiimote. I don't know if I had the nunchuck, but no games came in there aside from Wii Sports. And also,
yeah, me too.
There's a PS3 deal that wins 160 gigabytes with Uncharted 2, the second game, which is pretty awesome.
That's the game of the year.
Yeah, Medal of Honor limited edition, not the normal edition, limited edition, and that is $300.
Which used to be double the price for just the PS3 alone.
Yeah, I actually spent $300 in the PS3 alone, so if
that's a terrific deal for Black Friday. Pre-order that if you can.
The Nintendo DS Lite is $89.
Thank God.
Yeah, good
price. That for new, right?
Yeah, new.
That's
everything new.
It used to be $120.
Everything new. That's the good thing.
$89 for DS. So if you're planning for an early Christmas, buy that.
Yeah.
How'd you throw the paper on the floor?
Just so I don't mix them up.
Of course.
Games for $29, $30. Madden NFL.
If you are a sports fan,
yeah. NBA 2K11, Medal of Honor, Red Dead Redemption, MLB 2K10, NBA Jam, which is.
Did you ever play them? Because I never really touched them.
Never really played the original ones.
Not a huge sports fan.
No, I wasn't a sports fan either. But if you were a fan of the...
But if you are a sports fan, I will not stomp on that. These are all games for $29, so if you are a sports fan...
Yeah, there's a lot of deals on the
People do love these games, so please buy them.
Yeah. And there's also Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the 360 for $29. So if you
that was
love
the year 2008.
If you love that game,
along with
go
others.
for And there,
just as a side note, the game of the year for 2008 was Modern Warfare 2 for Xbox 360. For the Wii, it was Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and for PS3, it was Metal Gear Solid 4, along with Metal Gear Solid 4. With Grand Theft Auto 4, and then for Xbox, it's that game with Fallout 3.
And do you know what people say about Modern Warfare 2 now? That the online experience is what it was supposed to be when it came out. That now that people are playing the new game, Black Ops of Call of Duty, now all the people are migrating to the new game, and now the online experience in Modern Warfare 2 is better, way better. So
we should get to Black Ops pretty soon, because I've played just a little bit of it.
Yeah. And games for $10 in Walmart. $10, yes. Infamous for PS3. Oh my God,
it's beautiful.
Yeah. And the God of War collection for the PS3, which is a high-definition remake of the first and second God of War games.
Just 1 and 2 for $10?
Yes.
Beautiful.
And that's on high definition, not just a port. Well, it's a port, but in high definition, you know, all its beauty. $10. That's a good deal.
If you need to build up your gaming library, this is it. This Black Friday.
Yeah. Other games on the $10 deal: Killzone 2 for the PS3, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare, Ratchet and Clank, Tools of Destruction. I actually have that game, and it's pretty nice. If you like platformers, get Ratchet and Clank.
Nice.
Good game. What else do we have? Prototype. I didn't play that one, but it looks cool. I saw the
commercial for it.
Star Wars Force Unleashed, the first one.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, which is said to be
I'd love that.
An amazing game, but too bad it's only on the 360. So
yeah, no. I still got the chance to play it and love it.
If it was on the PS3, I'd probably go for it. I want to play Force Unleashed so badly. And there's also Red Steel 2 for $10, which is...
That was paired with No More Heroes. People said that Red Steel 1 was merely there just to promote a game that was not that great, along with a great game next to it.
Yeah, the first Red Steel was said to be awful, really awful.
But they said they really made things better with a sequel, as a standalone game.
The second one is actually great. They say, especially with the Wii Motion Plus, the new thingy, the new add-on.
The little attachment on the bottom of the Wii.
Yeah, it's an attachment to the Wii.
You're still getting more savvy to new gen with Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Because I just want to say a funny story. When Juan and I were with a friend, he wanted to see what was in someone's DS. So he took it out. I really want to say this. This is amazing. I thought this was the funniest thing. He took the game out to see what it was. The friend that owned the DS was annoyed because that game wasn't power save. And with that, if you take the game out, then he loses all that data in power save, which is just flipping it off.
Yeah. Well, that was because he was on his laptop.
And that friend was annoyed. That friend was annoyed.
Yeah, that was because he was on his laptop, and he wasn't. He left the DS on his ride, and he wasn't even touching it. And
but
it was
on the
closed.
DS, there'd be a little blinking light.
I didn't notice.
Don't worry, I feel a little behind with some current games too. Well, I'm not that rich yet, but do you have a DS, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, then what happened?
Well, I was thinking that it was turned off, so...
Oh, dang. Well, I need to get in touch with PS3 and Xbox.
And also, an online deal for Walmart.com. It's the Mad Catz Fire Stick, which is an arcade stick.
I know Mad Catz. They were there the 64, I believe.
They make
hardware for other games for perhaps cheaper prices and stuff.
Yeah, and they are giving away the Street Fighter 4 and a Fire Stick, which is an arcade stick, like the arcades.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
You mean the arcade analog stick?
Yes, like that.
The joystick.
With the buttons.
Beautiful.
And all the stuff. That's an arcade stick for $29.
If you want the original arcade feel for $29, that's it for $29.
Yeah, with Street Fighter 4.
Beautiful. On the floor.
Yes. And other deals. We have Best Buy Black Friday. And you have a Wii Black or White, which the black one looks very beautiful, to be sincere.
This is what I was looking for.
Yeah. You get a Wii Sports Resort, which is a standalone game that uses the Wii Motion Plus.
And that was the game that said to Shigeru Miyamoto, this is what he wants for his next Zelda game.
Yeah.
With the game mechanics for the fencing mini game.
Yeah. And that deal comes with the Wii Remote Plus.
That's the deal I was thinking of.
Yeah. It comes with a nunchuck, and that's sold for $170.
And that is the deal that you perhaps might want to get more. Both are fine, but if you want the better deal, get the Best Buy deal. But if you do want the holiday Wii, I recommend the other deal. And it gives you the Mario game.
Yeah, it gives you the Mario game, and it looks nice.
Do you have the game with you today?
Which one? Oh, yes. New Super Mario Bros. Wii? Yes.
I'll be able to beat it today. Definitely.
Okay, and other deal is a PS3 with 160 gigabytes with Little Big Planet, the first Little Big Planet.
Yes.
Mod Nation Racers, which is a race. It is.
People liked it. They said it was very customized.
It is a racing game with the same idea of Little Big Planet. Create, share.
Oh, beautiful.
So you can make your own racers, your own karts, your own tracks.
That sounds nice already.
There's a lot of creativity going.
I need to play
there.
that game.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it's actually more focused on the technical aspect of racing, more speed, more drifting. So
Do you have the game?
I actually have the game.
Can you do jumps and obstacles in the game?
Yes, you can do all that.
Well, give me an example or two.
I don't know. They have traps.
What kind of traps? Just give me 2 scenarios. That's all I ask for.
I'll have to show you on video.
Give us something for the audience.
You have fire traps. You have a thing that drops weight on you.
And they must move around and stuff as the weight's being dropped on you, right?
Yeah, definitely. You have to avoid the hazards.
Nice.
And you can do all that in that game, Mod Nation Racers. And also, this deal comes with the Blu-ray of the Cars movie. That's all for $300.
Well, if I look at the game, I can perhaps give you a better description of it.
Yeah, and that's only $300.
$300. That is a terrific price.
Yes.
PS3, Little Big Planet, Mod Nation Racers, and What's that?
That's the Cars movie.
Oh, the
Blu-ray.
Cars movie. Oh, I see.
I haven't seen the movie, but well,
I saw the movie.
It's on the deal.
It was nice.
It was nice. Okay. Then a red or green DSi with Mario Party 4. That's $150. Is that a good deal?
Mario Party 4?
Yeah.
For the GameCube?
No, for the DSi.
But they have Mario Party 4 on the DSi.
Oh, I think it's Mario Party 7. I don't know.
7 was for the GameCube again.
I don't know.
Mario Party DS, perhaps?
Yes.
That was not as popular and did not provide Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Is it a good deal? If that's the game you're referring to, no, it's not.
It's not
the
a good deal?
DSi was not a very popular console, and nor was Mario Party DS. I'd recommend the Nintendo DS Lite for $80, as you mentioned.
Yeah, that's
better
deal. Because you can play Game Boy Advance games in there too.
Exactly, that was the real deal breaker for me with the DSi.
So what else do we have? Beatles Rock Band for $17 on the 3 consoles.
Red Octane and Activision, I believe, make too many of these rhythm games.
You have also Def Jam Rap Star if you're into rap music, $35. This infamous deal is not as good as the other one. Metal Gear Solid 4 for $10. That sounds good.
Whoa!
That sounds good.
Metal Gear Solid 4. That received, I believe, a perfect score and uses up the maximum capabilities of a PS3 that no other console could do.
Yes. And also Star Wars
Hideo Kojima deserves a round of applause for that.
Yeah. I haven't played it yet, but I have it.
That was Game of the Year in 2008.
I have to play it sometime. Okay, other $10 deals, Star Wars Force Unleashed.
Another great game. Many Star Wars lovers love that game.
And Tekken 6 for the Xbox.
Nice.
That's on Best Buy.
Alright, what else do we have?
Target. They have a PS3 with 160
So only Target
gigabyte.
does these deals? Okay.
No, they different
retailers, you mean?
Pretty much all the retailers are offering the PS3 with 160
I
gigabytes.
see the one game that I want to say.
Okay. First, the PS3 with 160 gigabytes come with Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. The second one, the new one, which is said to be so-so.
I don't know anything about it, but I do know of the sequel existing.
It's said to be so-so, not as good as the first one. The first one was...
I saw the intro with Darth Vader looking like an RPG fantasy character and how he was standing.
Yeah, but an ad is there to impress you, you know?
Really?
And reviewers said that the Force Unleashed 2, not as good as the first one, but if you're a fan of Star Wars, get it. Also, it comes with a Prince of Persia movie Blu-ray, so if you like that movie, go ahead with the deal, $300.
Yeah.
And what else? Yes, Final Fantasy 13, the new one.
I need that game.
It's only $17.
I must get
on
that game.
Target. So for me, it was a good game. A lot of people criticized the game.
Yeah, I'll just say both sides. On one side, people said it was a terrific Final Fantasy game as far as great story as usual. The other side said
Too linear.
too linear.
Yeah.
Both sides can agree on this, that it's nothing groundbreaking in Final Fantasy, but it's a good Final Fantasy game overall.
Well, I personally thought it was a pretty nice game.
That's the neutral side.
Yeah, the battle system was interesting. I won't go in too much into depth in that, but I think it was a good game. So if you love the Final Fantasy series,
I
go
must
for
beat
it.
it because I've beaten everything else.
Go for it. And this one.
This one.
Oh,
The first recommended game I ever said, Dragon Quest IX for $17. The RPG that I've been raving about and I still play almost every day.
yeah, he still plays it on his DS from time to time.
You can customize your character, customize what he wears, customize his class, and the development of that class. As well as you can be able to fight and beat every single final boss in Dragon Quest. Except for the exception of some. For example, you cannot fight the sub-boss of number 2. But every final boss you can beat. And some names are changed, unfortunately. But every boss with their original music as you fight them. And their movesets.
Yeah, that's for nostalgic fans.
The story... Oh, just one last thing. As a story itself, it's not that great, but many of the features from Dragon Quest, such as alchemizing, class change, are implemented in this game. Or being able to adventure alone, just like Dragon Quest 1, or adventuring with teammates, 2 of them, like in 2, or adventuring with 3 teammates, like in many of the other Dragon Quest games.
Okay.
Actually, 1, 2, 3. What was the first game that had the 4 teammates? The third game, then they mixed around with 3 and 4.
Okay,
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Okay, I know you're crazy about Dragon
I
Quest.
love Dragon Quest. I even met the maker of Dragon Quest, Yuji Horii, at Nintendo World. I have his picture, which maybe I can show a picture to you guys on your next email.
Yeah,
I was in costume too, as the hero of Dragon Quest V.
nice. And also
Alright, next
other
game.
deals. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Reflex, which was the Modern Warfare port for the Wii. It's $17.
Not bad.
Yeah. And games for $35. Halo Reach.
Halo Reach.
Medal of Honor, Mario Galaxy 2. You gotta get that one.
I need to get Mario Galaxy 2. I played it at Juan's place, and I felt that I was skating in the galaxy in one of the stages. It was beautiful.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
I
with
was
the game.
in near tears as I was looking at the scenery. I must have this game. How much is it?
$35. 35.
Considering it, I must get both anyways.
Yeah. Other deals, let's see. Let's see which ones are good. Mass Effect 2 on Kmart is gonna be $10.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. Let's see what other deals.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, $14.
That's not
World
bad.
at War.
Batman Arkham Asylum, which is one of my favorite games.
High,
It's
critically acclaimed.
$15. It's gonna be on
My
Kmart
God.
on Black Friday. I love that game personally. I recommend it to everyone. This is what
Take it away because people love this game. Say why.
It's what a superhero or hero game
Yeah, a
should be
superhero.
about. Should be like. It has all the atmosphere of the character of all the characters. It has the atmosphere of the comics and all of that dark atmosphere. And the voice acting is pretty awesome. And I don't say that often about video games that the voice acting is awesome. But in Batman Arkham Asylum, they got it right with the voice acting.
Sometimes with voice acting it can get very horrible. I'll just give you one example. With one game, I forget the name offhand. The voice acting is done by the developer's entire family.
No, that's something.
If I can, I'll find the game and I'll say it to you guys next week because I forget the name.
Yes. Rock Band Beatles also, it's $15, cheap. And that's with the nicest deals that we have found in here. So
Nice.
let's move on into other things.
So you see that we have plenty of games to try to get our hands on. I'm getting my hands onto Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is not under a Black Friday deal, but I still want to get it because it's terrific.
Yeah.
But for those who have money, please buy some of these games.
If
This
you
is how you can build up your collection.
and if you want to buy a console, get get them on Black Friday.
Is Black Friday, yeah.
Yeah, Black Friday is a good way to get a console with some bonus stuff in there.
I remember getting a Wii as soon as the Wii price dropped from $250 to $199. Then I jumped on it.
Yeah, I did the same with the PS3. As I've said before, the Slim came out instead of $500, $300.
Beautiful.
And I went to the PS3, never looked back, and I'm glad I did. It was nice.
If you want this one-day deal, wait in line for these great deals.
And the bad thing about this, and the thing about these deals, is that the Xbox didn't really get the best deals.
You're saying the Xbox lost out because they decided not to inch on their prices?
Not really. It's because most of the deals with the Xbox consoles, pretty much all of them, offer the 4 gigabytes console, which isn't really that great.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw an article, I believe on THQ, no longer wanting to sell $60 games anymore. They say that what matters for game marketing is not the price of the games, but the number of people that play it. So THQ wants to create market-friendly prices of $30 and does not want to sell any games above that price.
That will be great, because
that is a good idea.
That will help definitely, because the economy is not that great, but people still want to play games.
People generate more sales on that strategy. Yeah.
Yes, people still want to play games, but they don't want to spend that much.
And if they want their games talked about, at least.
Yes.
That is a great way to do it.
That's a great strategy. I applaud them.
Very nice.
Yeah. I hope everyone else follows. Then
perhaps
we want better prices, definitely.
We need better prices.
Yes. It's getting harder to buy games by each time, and they want to price the new 3DS games with like they are pricing the Wii games. So
that is questionable. And the console itself is $300.
Yeah, $300 the 3DS.
That's one strategy that they could fix. But are we going to say use cheaper hardware?
Well, and the price is actually a speculation. It's based on the prices announced on Europe and Japan, but they haven't announced a set price in North America.
I still need the console though.
Yeah, I want the console, but if that is the price, I may wait for a price drop.
That's the strategy. Buy it now or wait.
Yes.
That was back in the 1998 with all those consoles in between. Buy PlayStation 1, well, 96 for America, or wait for the next console.
Yes.
95 in America, I'm sorry. 96 was Nintendo 64. And then Dreamcast, then Xbox. Wait and buy Dreamcast. Wait and get past the Dreamcast, then get the PS2 and Xbox next year, or get it now and think it's a good console.
Well, I waited and I still enjoy the game, so
I went the Nintendo 64 route, then went to GameCube.
Yeah, I went the Nintendo route first, the NES, then the SNES, then I moved into PlayStation with the PS1.
I was mentioning that particular year, if you remember it.
No.
But later on I got a PS2 when I was 17 years old, which was perhaps around 2006-ish, when I finally got a job.
Nice.
Then I was able to do lots of catch-up, and that's what I've been doing in those years. Lots of catching up.
Yeah, I gotta play. There are a lot of Nintendo 64 games that I've missed because I went with the PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also the same with the GameCube because I got the PS2.
Now, what games are you working on now? Because I found a few more projects that I want to get into.
I'm still with the Mega Man games.
Nice.
I'm with Mega Man 4 already. I beat the 1, 2... No, I didn't get to beat the first one. I left it unfinished yet. But I beat the second one, the third one.
Good.
I played the 8th one also.
You've beaten 8. I saw it on your update.
Yes. And, well, I'm still playing the 4th one.
Good, nice.
Yeah. And aside from
Dr. Kostler, I believe.
Yeah.
Cossack.
Yeah. And I'm playing that one and playing some other games from time to time with friends but not really going in depth.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if we have a day where we dedicate ourselves to one game.
Yeah, that would be nice, but
that'd
it's
be
cool.
very nice. I know.
It's cool.
You're right.
Yeah. After
those are perhaps the most richest gaming experiences.
Yeah, and probably in the holidays I'll be playing like crazy, definitely.
In the holidays, definitely. I need to shut myself in my room and beat games.
Yeah.
And spend time with girlfriend, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
So my schedule is spend time with girlfriend, play games.
Or play games with the girlfriend.
That'd be great.
That'd be good. So, what else should we talk about?
Well, let's talk about the future in gaming. What we have in store for us.
I think there's gonna be more motion controllers.
Well,
because
that we know, and that's what we've seen.
Yeah, and
because by the way, all those consoles are out except for the 3DS.
Yes, the 3DS is approaching the 3D concept without the glasses.
That was inspired by the movie theater concept, where people have spent a few more dollars on 3D. So the Wii, so the 3DS is investing on the idea of spending more money for 3D.
But
that's their strategy.
The nice thing about that console, the 3DS, is that if you don't like the 3D effects, you can take them off with a single slider.
That's a good option.
That's good for people.
Because there are risks of epilepsy, because that could increase the health risk.
Or just people who don't like 3D at all.
Perhaps, or it might be annoying. Or imagine playing 3D under your bed, and then the little turtle shell pops out under your covers.
And also Sony
like that commercial.
Oh, Sony is also pushing the 3D thing with the PS3, but it hasn't catched on as much yet as all of their technology. The same happened with the DVDs and then the Blu-rays. At first it didn't catch on.
The TVs,
yeah, and then after some time it started selling.
Yeah, that appears to be a new strategy for 2010-2011, the use of 3D.
Yeah,
even though we've had 3D in gaming for a long time, but it was really perfected in 1996. We got 3D in screen. Now we're going to focus on 3D out of screen.
Yeah, and the thing is that the TV sets are still expensive. The glasses are also expensive. So
the glasses?
Yeah,
you can get those glasses for cheap, right? At movie theaters, you can get them with your deal.
Actually, you can get them out if you don't give them back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You can recycle them or keep them. But I keep 2 pairs.
Yeah, but the Pro glasses cost
cost
like 100 or something. I don't know.
What's the difference?
No clue. I haven't tried my cheap glasses with the 3D TV, so
I can compare and see the difference.
I cannot tell if there's a difference or not.
But I'd rather want to buy a DS Lite with that money on Black Friday.
Definitely. I would rather buy some games instead of buying a TV set.
A pair of glasses.
A pair of glasses or a TV set for just 3D. I already have an HD TV.
Well, actually, I was told that there's a special TV deal that was $800 now reduced to $400. I think it's 20-something or 31-inch TV set.
I don't know.
Good deal if you want to get an HD TV.
HD TVs are less expensive than they were before because they are pushing the 3D TVs.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to get some deals on HD TVs also.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're also looking to the concept that developers think that motion sensor is the future. We have that with the Wii that's already implemented it since 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the 2 consoles released this year, the Xbox Kinect and the PlayStation 3 Move. Do you think motion sensor is the future in gaming?
In some games, yes, but I hope it isn't a must. I hope that it is an option.
Do you think that the future of gaming will involve us standing up and actually doing physical work?
Well, that will be the...
Because that's a funny criticism with gaming.
Yeah, that will be the whole purpose of being a video game. So, why would you play...
Well, actually, it does not defeat the purpose of a video game because... like the term says, it's a video game.
Yeah, but if you want to play a sports game, why would you want to do the whole thing in front of the TV instead of going out with your friends and play the sports?
Oh yes, if it's going to do digital things which can be done in real life,
yeah,
maybe it could be a waste. I saw a funny video with Mega 64 where you're relating Kinect 4, the little game, with the Xbox Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to play with a digital dog or pet a real dog? Yeah, the one character says, I can pet a virtual dog. The other character's retort is him hugging and loving his real dog.
I don't know, but I think I hope that the future of gaming is not exclusively motion controllers. I like motion controllers.
If it's going to be motion controlling, it should be on resembling different kinds of life.
Yeah, I like motion controllers on if you have a controller in your hand.
If it's an extension of reality, such as flying or going into other worlds, submerging yourself in new environments, being a cool character which you could never do before. That was video games back then, and if that could be reflected in motion sensor gaming or virtual reality in the distant future, who knows how soon it can be.
I think
that's what I want.
I think it will be fun, but if you take the option from gamers that are turned off by the motion controllers, because some of them are really.
You want to accommodate both.
Yes, it'll be good if you please both audiences.
Well, in game you can do both.
Yeah, but the thing
With
is,
modern gaming, not as much.
yeah, and that's the thing
or at least slowly, because we still have great games that are on controller fully.
yeah, like shooters, you have the
Arkham
option.
Asylum that I saw.
You have the option of playing shooters with the motion controllers, or play with the normal controllers.
Yeah, what do you think of the Kinect?
I think the Kinect is interesting, but I don't like the idea of every game being controlled by all your movements and your whole body.
Yeah, that's the whole sell of the Kinect.
That's the whole sell. I mean, it can be good for parties or...
That will be risky. That will be risky to have full games in there. Can we play a Portal game on the Kinect?
I don't think so. How would you move?
You have to pretend to hold a gun if the technology is sophisticated enough. Now, if Kinect to do an entire console on handpicked controllers without promoting any big names was a dumb move.
Yes, but I think I think the Kinect is more for impressing people in parties, in family reunions.
How much is the Kinect?
I don't remember.
I was told that it's expensive.
$150, I think.
$150?
Yeah, $150.
Are you sure? Because it might be more expensive than that.
Yeah, I will have to check on the price. I don't have the price right now, but I think it was $150. Not as expensive as a new console.
I don't want to say a strategy that worked as far as a new kind of gaming. The Wii. When they advertise the game, they first give you Wii Sports as a demo, then they release soon after as the port release Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
And it did well.
They say, we're going to release a new kind of gaming, and let me show you with a prime game of ours to show you how it works. And they succeeded.
Yes.
With Xbox, they are doing half of what Nintendo did.
Yeah, with...
Show new concept, but not even show a big game name.
Yeah, with Kinect, they are only showing the casual games, which is probably the audience that they want to grab the attention of.
And many people have criticisms about video gaming right now. So you want to expect much of that market to buy lots of party games.
And you know the game that they are advertising a lot with the Kinect is Dance Central, which is a dancing game.
I saw that.
And I can see that
it's interesting.
It's interesting. I mean, in the
it's a nice casual game, sure.
In the detection of movements, Kinect does it well. At least in what I have seen.
What more can we expect from the console? That's the next question.
Yeah, the console itself is still the same. It just has an add-on.
That is much a mystery for us.
Well,
let's see if Microsoft pulls through.
That's a good marketing if you think about it, because they are offering a new add-on which is $150 or so, and they are with that they are expanding the life of the Xbox.
No, that's terrific. Instead of 2 years, it's 4 years.
Instead of making a new console, hey, have this add-on Kinect, play with it.
Well, I'm not really sure of the year duration, but they say that the Xbox failure rate has been 38%, while the Wii has been only 2%, and
That's
PS3
nice.
28%.
That's nice.
So if you want a console that will last the longest for you and perhaps would be preserved in game history in your room, I say we'll do it.
Yeah, I personally recommend the PS3 if you want a next gen, current gen console.
And both consoles have great games.
Actually, yes, they have some nice exclusive games. For example, the Xbox has Gears of War. That's a good looking game.
Metal
Very
Gear
nice.
Solid 4, Final Fantasy 13, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I need to get into those games.
Yeah, each console has their pros and their cons, and one of the pros of the PS3 is having a Blu-ray player.
High quality games too.
Yeah.
We have many FPS games that I'd want to practice into, but there are many other great games on it that are varied. But I know the focus is FPS for the American demographic.
Well, yeah, most of the popular games these times is first-person shooters.
And that's what American developers are focusing on.
Yeah, they want the cash.
To generate sales for America.
Yeah, they want the cash, definitely.
I do want the genres to be varied.
I personally want that too. I want good games for every genre, for every audience, but the developers are focusing more on the popular genre.
Though I focus on RPG and platform, I love all kinds of genres, and if a console can have a diversity of genres, that'll be a terrific console.
Yeah, I think they should try to please everyone.
That's why the NES succeeded. So did the NES. So did the PlayStation 2. It's been lasting for 10 years because it's so rich and varied.
Yes, it has a lot of gaming genres in there in the PS2.
That game's a beauty.
Yeah.
That game system's a beauty.
Yeah, well,
let's focus on what games have worked in our development of gaming as we are right now.
Let's see. I would say
I want to say Portal because 2
Yes.
weeks ago you brought me to your house. I love the sandwich that you served me.
yes. You you have to talk about your experience with Portal because
It was a delicious sandwich.
yes.
I did not get my cake. Okay, in all seriousness now. Juan had the game Portal, and I've not even played Portal for as long as I did. I got to the last level and hope to beat it by the next time I come over, or see it, or do something. When I played it, it was a trip of my mind. When I was shooting the portals and going through one areas, the camera angle was switching so fast. I really felt so human in that. The graphics were so smooth, and GLaDOS made me feel such a horrible person, making me kill that cube. I really had emotions toward it. I can't believe that GLaDOS made me feel like such an evil person.
Yeah, it is a great game. I didn't experience that game until this year, because when I saw the E3 PlayStation show, they were announcing the second one, and I wanted to play the first one because I knew that it had critical acclaim.
I am now truly afraid of GLaDOS.
Yes, and after getting the orange box on the PS3, I was glad I did. I loved the game, and I'm looking forward to the second game. It is actually great.
I've looked at more videos of Portal 2, and it looks like they're going to do much more storytelling, and they're going to make a larger game.
Yes, there's going to be a lot more of storytelling, and there's
like
going to be...
Bioshock.
Yes, and there's going to be a lot of implementations in the gameplay also.
Because that's kind of a new idea for FPS. Because back then it was just kill, go to the next level, and then only brief touch on story, perhaps nothing at all, or just do multiplayer gameplay. But with these new kinds of FPS, you go through the game, and then you stop at certain scenes to see how the developers made a story.
Yes, and Bioshock does a good job on that.
Just tell us without spoiling anything how it succeeds in storytelling. How do they do it exactly?
I would say the atmosphere also helps a lot because the basic story is that a man was tired of the rules of the earth.
The famous inventor of Rapture.
Yeah, and he created Rapture, a city without
of scientists.
rules. Yeah, he created Rapture underwater, and the thing is that there wasn't too many rules in there. The people were free to do as they wish, but politics took over and stuff happened. And in the end, Rapture perished pretty much.
And then in the game, as I've noticed, in scenes where you're taking an elevator, they show you the beautiful city, and then in scenes where they show bits of stories inside the violent world, you're by a window where you cannot do anything, or you're fainted and you see people saying things, and then you hear voices as you travel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the environment, because it's dangerous enough, you stop and watch. And that's how the game does storytelling.
And also there are audio tapes among the level. So
I took a look at the story tape.
You get them, and there's a story of different characters. Some of them you don't get to know them. Some of them you get to know them. But there's a piece of a story in each audio you get in the way.
So you can see the fall of Rapture from many different angles, which I think is a great idea.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. That is why it's one of my favorite games. It has the great atmosphere that is kind of scary, and also great storytelling.
And those are two great games that worked.
Yeah.
What else do you think in modern gaming worked?
I would say...
Talk about Arkham Asylum. Why is that so great?
Arkham Asylum did something that a lot of different games didn't do. For superheroes, it got the atmosphere, the characters, everything. It got it all right. It wasn't like other games that pretty much how would you say without being
other characters?
No, other games pretty much didn't respect the personality of the heroes.
They focus on the scene of the world rather than they focus on the characters.
They focus more on the powers that rather than the story of the personalities.
The powers of the characters.
Yeah, but this one pretty much.
I could say a few games offhand like that too.
Yeah, but this one focused on the whole atmosphere of Gotham. Well, actually, it's on the asylum where the enemies are held, and the characters, the personality of the characters were right on, and also the personalities of the secondary characters and the personality of Batman. It was good stuff.
Nice.
So,
and then you say Bayonetta is also another game that worked.
Yes, Bayonetta. It's a surprising thing because when you first see that game, you think it's a game for teenagers who just hit puberty because
of course it has a woman character.
Yeah, because the woman character is a character that let's say it's well developed.
Oh, don't say that. But it gives some appeal, so you think an attractive lady.
Yes. And not only
then you get drawn into a good game.
Not only that, but she walks kind of funny with moving her hips from right to left. So
flirtatious, alright.
Yeah, so
that extreme woman.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a seducing woman and all the stuff.
Right.
But the thing is that it may look like that kind of game for teenagers, but it has some depth into it. Not in the story, because the story is pretty much not so good. It's a little bit cartoonish at times. I mean, it's a game that doesn't take itself seriously.
Alright.
But the action,
you're able to shoot
great.
From your feet?
Yes, you can attach guns to your feet. How cool is that?
Nice.
And later you can put a bazooka in there in your feet and fire it. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. Kick ass.
Extreme.
Yes.
Whoa, did you just curse?
No.
Hey man, did you just
no,
curse?
That's not a curse. Okay, and
well,
it is a good game. It has a lot of action. I recommend it for everyone who likes action games and likes the hack and slash genre.
Well, I just want to say, with Dragon Quest IX, another modern game, in July, this puts the best in Dragon Quest into DQ9. It does not provide the powerful story as the game itself, but as far as features of what every RPG should have, as well as tag mode and being able to play with your friends through the entire game, or even separating through the entire worlds, this game provides it. And if you're looking for an RPG, what every RPG should look like or should be a piece of, check out Dragon Quest IX.
So it has a lot of interaction for what an RPG normally is.
What they should be. For example, if you had Dragon Quest IX and so did I, we could be able to adventure together side by side through the entire game.
That's good. That's
Watch
nice.
this. If you don't want to adventure with me, I'll adventure on my own through the main story, and you'll go train with metal slimes on this part of the world.
Okay.
And then we'll gather up later and then rest, or say, I'll call you right now.
So there's a lot of interaction going on in there.
We can interact through the entire game.
That sounds
and
good.
then post-game quests.
That sounds good for an RPG game. There's normally not much interaction.
This is the first. And then they innovate tag mode, which will be in future titles for the Nintendo.
Sounds good.
This is the game that will innovate.
Sounds good.
Well, our episode's almost over. So, before we leave, let's recommend one good modern game that we should look at to have a positive light in gaming now.
I will go with Bayonetta. As I said, I recommend this game. It may look like it's some kind of game to attract the teenagers, but no. It's a game that has a lot of action. It has giant bosses, and it is fun. It is fun. There's a lot of stuff going on in the screen. It's crazy. You have katanas, you have ice blades, you have whips.
You want extreme coolness, go with Bayonetta.
Yeah, go for it. Great game.
The game that I recommend, still, Dragon Quest IX for $17. If you're looking for a gift, a terrific RPG, get that game. I cannot tell you guys enough.
Okay.
And then in the next episode, we will look at the history of gaming evolution to see if we're really headed in the right direction.
Okay, so that will be our show. Nice that you're listening to us. Hope that you'll tune in for the next episode.
See you next time.
See you guys.
Bye bye.